let's bust in to this cool figure. This is my first Mythic Legions figure I ever bought. Now I do have the horse on order, and the horse, of course, the first one I actually paid for it is the first one I actually got. So let's go ahead and open this up, and it's cool. On the back, they got some great card art. Now, I almost bought this giant. I really wanted this giant to make a custom Titus, and then I realized it's only 9 inches tall, where Titus is 12 for the classics, and pretty close to 15 or 18 or something like that for the original toy line. And check her out. Now, obviously, this is not really She-Ra. This is a Mythic Legends, and her real name is on the bottom down there if you guys want to read it. What is that? DORINA. So DORINA, now known as Princess Adora, She-Ra. Let's go ahead and open you up and see what you look like. Now it has a resealable box, so check that out. It has an alternate head, which is why I wanted her. Look at that. That is the She-Ra looking head. And she has a red cape, it looks like. And she has wire ties holding her in. So let's... Oh, look at that. She has a spot to hook wings up or something. Oh, man. I am going to have to find some white angel wings now to put in there. That is going to be so cool to have a She-Ra with wings. Oh, 4 Horsemen, you should have told me ahead of time. I would have had those wings on order waiting for her. They even have a little thing in there to protect it from getting wet inside. I like the fact the box is reclosable. That's always a fun feature with toys. Ugh. Now, because this is my first Mythic Legions, I don't know why I keep wanting to call it Mythic Legends. Probably watching that show on TV on Apple TV Plus. If you guys haven't seen that yet, it is so funny. I love it. The guy who makes the video games, and I think it is called Mythic Legends or something. All right, so let's go ahead and break down her articulation. So, starting with the ankle, we have we have a dual ankle twist here. Look at that. It twists above the ball joint. Let me get my extra light on here. Hold on. That one's almost dead. Hold this one. That one's nice and bright. I'm knocking my lights over here. All right. So look at this. Look at this. So we have the ball joint that turns at the top of the ankle and a ball joint that turns at the bottom of the ankle. So this one ankle joint has 2 twists in it. This one right here, it's like twists like the DC figures and the new He-Man figures. And then this twist right above the ankle joint, which is like how it used to be for the other figures in the past. That's so cool. And there's also a ball joint. I mean, just that one joint alone has so much movement in it. I mean, you could do some really cool stances and have her do all kinds of craziness just with that one joint. All right, on to the next joint. So the next joint is a knee joint, and it just bends like a regular knee joint. It does have a boot cut twist as well. So again, we got a double feature going on there. And it's nice about this is you can see this knee goes way back. So you don't need a double joint. It goes pretty far back on its own. And then with this extra one here, you can do all kinds of cool kneeling poses, like she's jumping up to attack. And oh man, this is really coolly articulated. All right, let's go to the waist up here at the top. Now, oh weird. She's got a twist right here. You can see her little butt cheeks going back and forth there. And you can see how it connects up there. And then a twist this way as well. So this is an improvement on the He-Man figures where instead of it hooking up here and twisting, it hooks way up high and does the twist. That is pretty cool. I cannot believe all the articulation they have. This joint's a little stuck. I'm not going to force it. Don't want to break it. I may have to fix that joint later. Again, the knee works on this one too. And then the ankle on this side too, just the same way. And then she has an articulation right under her rib cage. That works really good too. No waist bend though. How about on the inside? Is it bend on the inside? Nope. But there is that cut up here, so she can do articulation there. And then her shoulder moves. Limited articulation on the shoulder though. You can't raise it any higher than that. It just gets stuck because of this way it's pinched right here. Erp. And it just gets caught right there on her shoulder. So limited articulation there, but you can open her arm this way and then bring it down if you wanted to bring it up higher. So you really couldn't get into a straight arm pose going straight out. You can do it straight out this way and then bring it over as far as you can. But not bad. Then we have the elbow. Ooh. Oh, it's tight, tight, tight. There we go. And the same thing, the elbow goes beyond 90 degrees. So you can really get some articulation moves in there. And then her wristband bends around separately as well. So you can go with it on the outside, on the back, which I have seen some figures that way too, where it's on the back of the arm. Or you can do it on the inside in case you want to have her shoot like a bow and arrow for protection. So that's cool. I'm going to put her on the outside of the arm so it lines up with the elbow bend. And then her wrist has a lot of articulation as well, it looks like. And it looks like her hands pop off. Did the wrist pop off too? No. Very cool. And of course her head moves and she's got elf ears. All right. Well, first thing is change her head. Wow. That is one big ball joint. So you can see already these would not be compatible with He-Man figures. You'd have to actually add some O-rings or something, or fill that with some kind of putty or epoxy. You have to have something to change that out, but it does make it easier to remove and put on, and less stress on the actual ball joint because it is bigger. Oh, that's what those are for on her back. It's not for wings. It's shoulder pieces. Look at that. Yep, it does go on that side. Okay. I thought it'd been some cool wings or something, but that's cool. We'll add those shoulder pads up there. There we go. And then her Valkyrie head. It gives her the She-Ra look. Oh, her wings, her helmet piece comes apart, and so it kind of gives her a slight articulation there too. Her face looks like she's a little bit angry or mean. Not sure what that's all about, but I guess if you're a warrior and you're fighting, you don't want to look like a happy-go-lucky person. And this elbow joint, there we go. It was first a little bit frozen, it works now. No bicep cut, but that's okay. She has some really cool braids in the back. Ugh. There we go. She-Ra. Let's go ahead and give her her sword that... It's funny too. I mean, I love that they do this, but I wonder how they get away with it because it's so close. It has a blue jewel in it and everything else. I mean, I guess by packing in a different head, I guess that's how they get away with it. Not sure what this is for. Oh, I know what it's for. It's for the shield. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da! Now, of course, the shield is not the standard She-Ra shield, but it is still really cool. And it does fit really tight in her hand. Just open her fingers there. It's a bummer. I just dumped my hot water a few minutes ago. There we go. But her hands are rubbery enough to accept it. Man, these figures are so nice. This is like He-Man figures on steroids. Of course, I guess that kind of doesn't make a lot of sense because He-Man figures like that are already on steroids. But you know what I'm saying. Compared to this She-Ra, which I love, don't get me wrong, but you can just see all the articulation points all have marks and holes and everything else. And this is just clean, clean, clean. Look, there's no elbow spots. There's no knee spots. It's just beautiful. Except for her hand keeps popping off. There we go. But I guess they do that on purpose so you can interchange parts from what I understand. Man, I kind of wish now the Four Horsemen got the package to make our He-Man figures from scratch, not just the design. All right, let's get her cape out. The last piece of the ensemble. Then I'll look at your guys' questions. I know you guys are writing stuff like crazy, and I've been ignoring you this whole time. Things that make you go, So she's got these holes. I don't know if they line up with holes in the shoulder pads. Let's take a look here. Nope. All right, for those that know, because I don't, how to attach this cape, I would appreciate you guys telling me in the comments how this cape's supposed to attach. Because I do not see how it's supposed to attach. I mean, obviously it's supposed to go on her back somehow, but I don't see any spots to connect those holes to. I wonder if I'm missing the elastic or something, or what's going on. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll have to watch someone else's review to find out how the cape's supposed to attach. All right, we got to give her something though. Sorry, She-Ra, we got to sacrifice your cape. No. Oh, only that headed. Oh, it's the wrong color skin. All right, I had to improvise. Let's stick her ears back on so she can hear. Oh, the better to hear you with. Now let's put her shoulder pads back on. Now I did steal the classic She-Ra's cape. For those that are wondering why she has her cape on when it's the wrong one. But I could not figure out how to get that cloth cape to attach. Actually, that She-Ra cape does match pretty well. So I might just stick with that anyway. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da! And here's the original She-Ra we got from Mattel, so you guys can compare her. She's a little bit shorter, the figure from the Four Horsemen, but of course, you know, she's supposed to fit in with Mythic Legions, not with Classics, but still, she fits in nice with Classics, I think, too. I mean, oh, come here, He-Man. Let's go ahead and put you next to her, take a look. Let's see. Let's see. She twists at the waist. Let me... Oh, she does. No way. Okay, check this out, you guys. Someone pointed out she does twist the waist. I did not expect this. Look at this. Look at this joint here. Look at that. Oh, man. Four Horsemen, you guys are amazing. So she does have another articulation point at the waist, and it's rounded, so it fits with her belt. That, oh man, these guys are great at hiding articulation. That is so cool. That is so cool. So cool. You don't need the double joints, because I really hate how they did that to Wonder Woman and other figures with the double joints. It just totally ruins the aesthetic of the figure. And then the kneecaps on the armor just block that section so you don't have the ugly knees at all. And the double joints and all the articulation in the ankle, I mean, you can get some really cool dynamic poses in there. I mean, it is just, I mean, look at this. She can just kick He-Man's butt. All right, so we are set. I always like to get my hot water last to give it the best opportunity. So, what I wanted to do when I first got this figure was put wings on her right away, because she looks very angelic. And so I went on eBay, and the first set of wings I got, when I got them, they were both the same side. Because I got a set of two, and they were both like both left or both right. I forget what it was. And it's like, well, that kind of stinks, because obviously if they're both the same side, it's not going to work. I didn't notice it till I had them already painted white. Because normally it comes with this cool figure right here, King Grayskull's wife, Vienna, and they're an off-white. But I didn't want off-white wings. You can see they paint gold down into the actual parts of the wing. I wanted actual white with gold trim. Now the ones I got on eBay didn't have any paint at all on the edge, so I had to paint the gold from scratch. So I painted them white, put the gold on it, and after I had them painted, I realized that they were the same wing. And so I forget which one I did, but one of these, I think it was this one, I actually heated it up and snapped it the other direction and popped it going the other direction. So now I have a left and a right by doing that. So there we go. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have going on here. So her cape is held on by her shoulder pads, which goes into these holes in her back. And these holes are not very deep. Now, originally I already drilled one small hole in her back, just so I could try to put the wings in originally. But we're going to go ahead and actually finish this now that I have a secondary backup piece. That way then, in case I mess it up or when I turn it back to original configuration, then I have this to use. Look at that. The pieces are different colors. That's funny. All right, let's go ahead and dunk her in the hot water. Yes, the wings are really cool wings. I like them a lot. Now, I know I probably could have bought wings online for this figure, but again, they don't fit. Let me show you. Let me put this in the hot water first, then I'll show you. It takes so long to heat up. Let's just get that going. So on the body piece here, you can see how the wings sit really high on there. So I was thinking I could take and snip off the end here, maybe put a heat shrink tubing on, then it should fit nice and tight in there. That's one way I could do it. Or I could just take and drill a little hole the size this is inside there and then sink it in even deeper, then it'd really stay in there tight. Whoops, and then put a small little piece of heat shrink cleared tubing on there too to really keep it in there. I'm not sure about the heat shrink tubing or not, we'll see. But you can kind of see how it fits in there and what I'll have to do to make that work. All right. Now, I did lose her sword somewhere probably in some box, and we'll see. Hey, Pop Actor, thanks for putting off watching The Gong Show. They re-released The Gong Show on TV or something? I know I used to watch it in the 70s. I didn't know they made a new one. Wow, those come off really easy. Ooh. I was always afraid to pull these off, but when I saw this body, how it was, it's like, oh, it just comes right out. Because I thought it might have sat in really deep. I was afraid I was going to ruin the articulation, but I guess not. I guess not. Oh, I need my drill bits. Okay, you get a look at her de-armed body while I go grab my drill bits. Wow, I am slacking on getting... Let's put that back on top. Okay, so let's go ahead and check the diameter I need. I guess I could have grabbed my calipers and just measured it, but oh well, this will work too. That will probably work pretty good. Got all these bits that came out of their holes. There we go. Now let's get my Dremel tool. The tool of Dremelness. My hand, but one just like it. So if for some reason you wanted to get a figure just like this, you can. Whew. There's a lot of crud that came out of her. Alright, so you get those wings to fit in there now. Ooh. Yes, one wing on. And there is the other wing. That looks cool. Now, I kind of wish I would have planned a little more and maybe drilled a little higher. That stinks because the angle's off. Man, I had the same problem too with the other wings. I think I learned my lesson, right? That maybe I should plan it out a little more before just jumping in. One arm. Come on, you can do it. I guess I gotta heat that up more. Let me just clean that out a little bit. Jam this in first. And jam this in second. Problem is taking up the same space inside that little torso body. So it's a little hard to get it to all fit in there. But we shall prevail. All right. Okay, let's pluck the arm back out. It's soft rubber, so it should give a little bit. Nope, it's not giving. Okay, let's pluck these wings back out. Let's go back to the drawing board. This time I'm going to drill going up. That was not good. How to Destroy Your Figure by Hebrew. Now I ended up going all the way through. Oh, that was bad. Not good. Usually I put tape on the drill so I know where it's supposed to stop at, but I didn't this time. I don't know why. I don't know why. Good thing I have two torsos. Okay, let's try to put our arms back in now. There we go. You guys are like, why do I watch this heck of a guy destroy these figures? I'm going to have to click my own link and buy another one. Oh, look at that stupid hole in her chest. That is going to be a pain to fix. All just for the wings. Didn't even fit right. Oh, now her hair's in the way. No. Okay, this has been a complete failure. I should have done it completely different. I should have planned this out a whole lot more. Maybe mount the wings down lower, like right there, instead of trying to use the pre-existing holes. Okay, so this is how to mess your figure up. I am really glad I bought that second torso. I mean, it's kind of cool looking, but unfortunately I drilled all the way through her, and unfortunately they're angled the wrong way. Well, I'm glad you guys joined me and watched me destroy my figure. Luckily I have another torso here. I'm going to go ahead and put her back to original configuration. I am so glad I bought that torso first, or I'd have been really crying right now if I would have had to do that from scratch. Let's heat that up and pull it apart before I break the knob on the inside. Oop, oop, oop. Soaking in there. Softening up the rubber. Let's see if we can't get it apart. Ooh, hot water. Hot, hot, hot. Well, that was easy. I guess I should heat it up to put it back together, huh? Now I have to find my spoon. Alright, so let's get that out of there. I tell you, 2 failure videos in a row. First we had the Batman horse that was a failure, and now we have the winged She-Ra lookalike that's a failure. I am batting 0, you guys. But at least I could put her back to normal. So it's all good. But since I've already destroyed the torso, let's find out what would happen if I would have drilled the holes down here for the wings instead. Just to see what could have happened. So let's be a little smarter about this. Let's shorten my drill bit. Let's try drilling them right in here. I'll just stick them in at an angle. If they're that low, then I could also... oh yeah, that'd been way better. See? Hindsight is 20/20. That wouldn't have affected her arms. I could still put the cape on. I'm going to put her head on here to see if it affected her head at all. Ugh. If not, I may have to... go buy another torso and try it again. Oh yeah, that would have been so much better. Alright, let's bra your head. Oh yeah, I would have avoided her hair too. Okay, so if you guys are going to make her winged, drill holes down low right behind the armor. And that looks way better at that point. I may have to fix her torso, I don't know, and just use this one. Yeah, so don't try to use the existing holes. Look at that. Look at that. That would have came out so much better, just doing them down low like that. Unbelievable. You're unbelievable. Alright, so what I learned today, I learned that it's better to try to plan it out ahead of time. Of course, I did have a plan by buying an extra torso just in case things went wrong. And 2, put tape on my drill so I know how far down I can go instead of drilling too far in, so I don't damage the torso. And then find a place where the wings are going to sit flat, because the back is angled so high that by the time I put the wings on, the wings were so far forward it just didn't work. So that's what I've learned today. That would have been cool. I wonder if her strap goes across right there. You know what? Look at that. Her strap goes right across that part of her body. Let me pull this wing back out. This is her sword holder. Oh, look at that. Dun da da. Da 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 da. Okay, let's put her back together. I'll look at your guys' comments in a minute. Okay, we're pulling you back apart. Not my arms, I just got those back. Ugh. So I actually line the arm up to the hole, huh? That's not too bad. That looks pretty cool. Just you can't move her. There we go. And since I still have her holes, I could still put the cape back on. Of course, it's kind of weird to have a cape and wings, but let's just see how it looks. That's not too shabby. It's a good thing that strap covered that hole right there. So I could find where I put her sword at. But you know what? We'll just give her one of my custom She-Ra swords for right now, until I can find her actual sword. She-Ra, She-Ra. In the future, Swiftwind has died, so She-Ra grew wings on her own, so she can fly. Bum bum bum. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Alright, so even though we caused all kinds of damage and drilled through her chest, we got a cover so you can't see where the hole is now. And we did get the wings on. Again, we had to put them lower on the torso. I got a spare part now so I can put her back to the original configuration in case I ever want to sell her. Or just put her back normal. And that looks pretty trick. I'm pretty happy with that. Da-da-da. It's a full Grayskull power She-Ra. She embraces the full power. The power! I'm actually surprised.
If you found enjoyment, like,